Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and our home team. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow, go on, 80. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Hey, Ripley. Say, hey, 57. Switch.
Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards. Frank Gore. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
He's checking. Yellow. He's checking. Crash. Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Chargers 0.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Easy. Check 59. Mike is 59.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Hey, switch gears. Out. Hey, Ripley. Check. 49, check 49. Check 3.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
180. Hey, I'm coming. Check 3. Check three. Shoot. 43. Watch twist. Under 10. 10.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. On the completion, Frank Gore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Banjo. 15. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's caught by Aguilar. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Brady's got it to Safarian Jenkins. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Side, it's Drake, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Wait, 20! Go on.
Brady going to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 53. We own it. We regular.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Airing it out for Hearns. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Shift. Watch the shift. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Throwing now is Mahomes. They go with a screen to Gore. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call.
15. Switch. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Yellow. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Switch. Big Ed.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Julian Edelman. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. $12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with Drake. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Hey, both 66. 53, check it, reload.
On second and 9, Brady, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. I got one.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
First down, Vikings.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Watch twist. Showing that.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On second down now, Gore. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check hot route. Hot. Joker. Bang. Check safety.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
We got double up. Check nickel. Kill.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
43! Attack! 59 Mike, check, 59.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Check, 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 check. Wide, get wide. Check 37, check.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Mahomes now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Check, lucky. Check.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Completes it to Aguilar. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Watch the slant. 15. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. On Sunday. Check. Shift. Check 52. No.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
You. Mike 54. I got you, son. Attack. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, Mike.
Mahomes to throw once more. This complete left side to Aguilar. A nice pick up there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
And brings up 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And again, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, let's get this. Attack. Mike 59. Man, I got you. Hey, Ripley. Switch. Check 24.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Yellow.
Here we go.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Now a delayed give to Gore. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
43, 15. No. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Watch the safety creep.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Badgley able to knock this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. Here we go.
Hey, 66.
From the 29, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. Airing it out for Hearns. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A 1st down and then some, 36 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Jim.
They'll run with Drake. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's game situation. Let's go. Alert. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch QB drop. Watch QB.
To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got it to Hearns. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
53 is the mark. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20. As his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
50, yellow.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go. Pick the edge. Go. You go tight. You got tight right there. 54 is Mike. Check.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here I come. Check.
Yellow.
Check. Watch the twist. Check your hot read. Slam.
Following the penalty, it's Gore. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
It's our time. It's our
Attack, attack!
Check 43. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
50.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. From the 41, Brady will set up the screen to Drake. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Wide, 80.
Check 53. Right.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Come on, fellas.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Wait, set. Wide, 20.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Alpha.
Tighten up. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. So we got man.
Hey, hot.
Now Brady. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's bring it.
From the gun, Brady airing it out for Hearns. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Allen Hearns 79 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive. But this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Shoot, shoot.
Yellow.
Check 50, check 50.
Yellow.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Caught by Jones. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, ball 66.
Now Drake, and an alley to run. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 19-yard line.
Wait, set. 53.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
No, 66.
Throwing on second down. Brady toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To throw on third down. Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Trayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Hey, 43, 15.
Slam. Chopper. Chopper. Save.
Time to establish the run game. It's Gore. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Mike, check, 59. Bring it. Watch twist. He's checking. Crash.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
15.
I know he ain't got it. Check 13.
Mahomes going to throw. The open man here, Renfro. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Watch the run. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, switch gears. Mike's 59.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
I smell fear in that.
Hey, 43.
Out. Check 59, Mike.
Now here's Mahomes. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Aguilar has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here I come again.
Yellow.
Mike 54. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Shoot. Watch twist.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Under 10, yellow, 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 yellow.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got Gore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Fly,
54 Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Hey, 15.
54.
Yellow, yellow.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Easy.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Now he's got it. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Correct.
Pass it. Shift, watch the shift. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Kill, kill, kill.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Renfrow with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Switch, switch, switch.
And now we've got a man a little jumpy here. Maybe trying to block the extra point. With that mistake, they only need 1 yard.
And that could make all the difference, right? When you're talking about goal line play where inches count, move it up 1 entire yard, that could make all the difference for the guys trying to get the points.
Now it's Mahomes again. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Running, it's Drake. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jayon Brown. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A give running right, Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike 5-5. Mike alert. What we got? What we got? What we got? 55's Mike. 72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Airing it out for Hearns. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
15.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Switch.
On 1st down, it's Gore. Gore, a 1st down and then some. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Yellow. Alert 3. Alert
57.
Check 3.
Now it's Gore. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, check 25.
15.
Twist. Showing it. Watch the eye.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost him.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Attack, attack! Hey, 57, 57.
Kill. He's coming.
I don't need to.
Check nickel.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Yellow! I go away!
Tackle. Kill. Check 31.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Hey, 57.
Presto. 22 jet bomber.
Now Mahomes. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They go play fake. Mahomes completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
58, the mic. I'm on.
Yellow!
58 the mic. Go 58 the mic.
Mahomes now on 1st down. It's caught by Aguilar. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
I'm here all day.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Color.
Mike 50. Don't let him breathe.
Mahomes to throw once more. Complete. It's Henry. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Mike 50.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Shoot. Check.
I don't need to.
Hey, 50 to Mike.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Nelson Aguilar with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Wide, get wide.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Drake. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. Now a give right side. It's Drake. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
On the give, this is Drake. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And to the surprise of exactly nobody that watched this game, it was the 40-something-year-old Tom Brady again that led the way.
And do you get the sense that if we're fortunate enough to be around, you might be saying, and to the surprise of no one, it was a 50-something-year-old Tom Brady who led his team to victory.
If he is still playing at 50, that's the greatest accomplishment in the history of sports.
I believe that if he decided to still play into his 50s, he would still be effective in the league. That's how good he is.
So for the Vikings, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss is number 8 for them on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.